All our food is done processing. So we're going to get Maul up and running and then work on his ascensions. Our boat came in, so we're able to upgrade our dock. And our trader looks like he has something he wants to do. We'll give him the goods. Now I got to get mushrooms and meat to do the next trade. Boom. Food maxing. And there is 5-star Maul. Yummy, yummy. Max level. Okay, now we're working on ascensions, so we have to run some promotions. All right, we are just wrapping up Void Rift. After I finished promoting Maul, I realized I have no gear for him to even wear. So, you know, if he's naked, it doesn't really help me. So I needed energy and I wanted to get some gems, so I figured, well, we could go through Void Rift now, so this is the last stage. There's been no issues after getting, you know, a second tank in Rocks, and then a second healer in Nasande, although she's kind of weak. Yeah, we're pretty much good with this. This group of 6 does it. Calypso, Lynx, and these 2. This is like the big hard part of the fight, is these rock falls, but Nasande's ult that bounces between things kind of just takes care of everything, so... Yep, we're chilling. Here she comes. Big Lynx ult. Doink, doink, doink. Dead. Alright, so I'm actually not sure what we even get for finishing a Void Rift on normal. I assume we unlock the next difficulty, but also maybe get like something slightly better. Summoning Crystal, Prologue Gear 1 chest. I think that's like the big thing. And I'm not sure what that is, but... Okay, it's a full set of deadly plus... I guess it's deadly... No, it's just not even... It's not like pre-rolled, it's just like random gear. Exploration complete. I would like to leave, yes. I should get on the right side... Oh, I've just Prologue 2 now. Oh god, there's more. They got me prologuing over here. What the hell is Prologue 2? What's the difficulty of Prologue 2, I wonder? Let's see. What are we looking at? What are we looking at color-wise here? Can I do this? This has been my team I've been rocking with. I'll give it a try. We'll see how far I get in Prologue 2 here. That is a lot of dudes, huh? Yeah, the big guy gets resurrected. Look at him fucking slamming. It's so aggressive, but it does nothing to Livian. It's so funny. Okay. Anyway, this looks like it's fine. Well, I'm going to progress as far as I can, and if I hit a wall, I'll let you guys know. And if I don't hit a wall, then we'll just see you at the end of where the boss is at. So, yeah. So even at lower levels, these layouts are replicated or mirrored in higher level content. And this is a notable one that I've done in the highest level in Elite Void Rift in my main account. And it kind of requires 5 to 6 ground units, of which I have 3. So because of that, this is going to be tricky to impossible, I would say, for me to complete at the moment. But I could give it my damnedest. So, and we'll see how that goes. But it's just... I don't have enough to cover the lanes successfully. Although I could try to cover these lanes with no healers on the bottom. And see if I could just make my way through it. If I could just kill the bottom lane before it gets pulled up, maybe. They're not really doing any damage, so this might be possible. Let me figure this out. Maybe I probably could bring in Decimus to stall and reset lanes. Let me try doing that instead, or maybe use Idril to help DPS the bottom here. Oh, they come back, don't they? Alright, that's not possible. We're gonna give up on that for now. There's probably ways to do it, but it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't have the units yet, so that's fine. This is content to revisit. We've got some stuff to claim and do anyway. Let's take a little looky-loo at some goodies here. We've got a couple shards to pull, and we're going to pull them now off the banner and just on the 2 times to try to hit, you know, an epic of use, or obviously a legendary would be crazy. but any epic, but we're just kind of getting points for the events. And it's a 1 in 100 to get a legendary. So, you know, maybe. Maybe, baby. But any substantial fighter is really good. That's like what we're missing now is good ground units. I could build out my Aatrox. That might be enough with between Aatrox and Decimus to make a dent in some of this harder content. But they're kind of weird units. Like, they're not place and play fighters. They're like pull and drop units, which is a little bit awkward. I'd like some substantial fighter, though, a ground unit, if I could get one. Maybe being a greedy little grub, though, maybe. Alright, 2 more from the bonus. Give them a whirl. I feel like I'm almost due for an epic, you know? It's been a hot minute. You can feel the epic coming. And no. Ooh, next breakpoint. What is this one? 300k. Alright, well the next one's more gems, which would be good. Could definitely do with some more gems. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. I'm feeling an epic coming. Come on, baby. Give me what I so desire. Show me purple. Show me purple. No. Not the Gonkba. I actually can sell the Gonkba and then pull another. These early accounts were just living in the dregs of society here. Alright, purple time. No purple. Fuck you. It's grief. Alright, so we didn't get a purple, and that's a-okay. When it comes to building out the Aatrox, let's talk about his kit for a second, because Cyrene does no damage. Gluttony's okay. He'd be decent to build out, so maybe we'll build out Aatrox and Gluttony, and then spend a little time getting gear after that. So, Aatrox is a freaky deaky little guy. He can't be healed, and his redeployment time is greatly reduced. But for every 1 redeployment, you increase his time by 6 seconds, and his damage, and it stacks up. So his base redeployment time is low, but the more you redeploy him, the more he ends up costing. His A1 just does damage, but his A2 is based off of him dying. That does an AoE on the ground, with his ultimate being, after it's activated, it reduces his life, and then he deals AoE damage around him. So he's a sacrificial unit, kind of, which is weird. So he's a weird little dude. We could build him out and utilize him in some spaces. I think he's the same base model as Decimus, but just one's red and one's blue, basically. Yeah. But Decimus is better overall. I'd like to maybe work on Gluttony first. So let's talk about getting him 5-starred here. And then get him built up more, because he at least can hold his own in a lane more. This is what Aatrox looks like, by the way. When you place him, he sacrifices himself, does AoE damage, and when he dies, which will happen in a second, he does a more prominent AoE damage. So there he is, and there's the big AoE puddle of Aatrox. And that does, you know, more damage or whatever. And there's Decimus, who you place, and after he kills stuff, you pull him back up. Okay, our harbor is upgraded, so we can actually upgrade our town here. Boom. Get a couple shards. Now we're back waiting on that. And we can fulfill the upgrade for the trading hall. Boom. That's done. Which means we can fulfill the upgrade for the mine. Boom. Always working towards 10, so it's making some decent progress. I guess we can upgrade this again. That's going again. Now everything's being fucking upgraded, now we're just waiting. But I do get a food from completing this, and we do get 2 shards to pull. There we go. First one. Any epics? No epics. No epics there. It's a cuck. Followed by any epics? No epics there. Alright. Maureen. 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 I'm begging you, please don't take my cuck. Well, it's a new day. Lots of new things to do. First thing we're going to do is we're going to check our guild boss and see what our nightmare chest has yielded. And we got a summon, and that's it. Looks like this guild admin did not kill the boss, unfortunately, yesterday. Looks like they will today, though, so that's good. But we'll try to push so we can get 68 or 680 in one key, maybe, this next go around. But let's begin going through our things. Trading hall upgrade, dock upgrade, things to hand in, but it looks like I need peppers and beef, but I could just upgrade straight again, so it doesn't even matter. Mines upgrade as well. New things to claim there. This looks like it requires town 6 or 5. I have to cook something. I have to complete trading orders. I have to upgrade the trading hall and clear NZ15. Looks like we're sending peppers and beef for the next couple times. Get our little freebie summon. Could be an epic. Isn't an epic. We ran our 10 Gear Raid 3 battles. We did get some pieces that are red. The ones that have flat stats we're still just going to sell. I don't think I have our recommendations. Oh, I can do this. All right. I didn't know I have had access to this yet, but it looks like I do. So there's a recommended settings thing where you could add rules and that sort of stuff. So like one rule we're going to add, for example, which is just going to be called like percent stats. It just means we could select all sets, right? And because we're so early on, we just want anything that has any of like, you know, anything that's a percent as a main stat. Basically, it's not one of these three. We accept as a thing. And we hit OK. So second attribute is not selected. We could just select all. And then number of required secondary attributes 1. Then hit OK. And this should mean that, I don't know where it's going to be. At the top. Percent stat. Okay, so that means that anytime we show anything that has a percent stat, it just highlights it. And if it doesn't have one of those stats, so these are all flat stat things, right? If it has flat stats, we can just hit sell non-recommended, and it takes care of all those for us. And this is like the lowest possible bar for us at the moment. Because all we care about is the initial stat right now, because that's the highest value. The substats are like so much less important for right now. So for us, it's just, does it have a percent stat? If so, we keep it. Like, it's the lowest gear bar humanly possible. So on that note, let's continue on with our dailies, and then we're going to check in when we get to do some pulls, which shouldn't be too long. We're going to get to do some pulls kind of soon. But first, our daily tide. Alright, we slapped some of the gear we got on Maul. None of that's really good, but just like the primary stats are so high that it's good enough. He's just got an atrocious amount of crit damage at the moment, which is funny because he has 0% crit rate. Not 1%, 0%. So that amount of crit damage does literally nothing, which I think is hilarious. So even I'll put on this attack percent thing instead because that at least does something. But I didn't realize until after I finished upgrading it all that amount of crit damage is literally useless when he has no crit rate, so that's fine. He'll get crit rate, obviously, from just, like, main stat gear and stuff, and he'll be at an amount, and any amount is fine, but I did just find that extra funny that I just put on, like, 200% crit damage in a character that has 0% crit rate, so amazing times. This just goes to show the dregs of society we're going through right now with our current gear situation. Alright, let's claim our Dragon Pass. Bada boom. Some gems there. Oracle's Trial, which I think we're decently in. Did I change brackets, or I don't know what's happening here? Maybe I didn't change brackets. Our 7-day login gets us another epic crystal. Not to mention you can see events on the horizon here in like Brave Conquest, but we also have to do our treasure hunt. Just going to yield some nice results. Look at that 200 epic dust. Holy shit, that's going to be great. I'll be able to get it too, because tomorrow I could claim that. We've made another 5-star food. Very exciting. You know, have 2 5-star food. Let's give some dust to Maul, because, you know, he's going to be the linchpin of our upcoming strategies. And we have to do our faction shop for the Northerns now, so we're just going to put in our Northern units in their entirety, which is kind of why I was putting gear in Maul in the first place, but yeah, the Northern one's pretty easy at this stage. There's not a whole lot going on, so Lynx and Maul can just kind of take care of it all, which is good. But like these two like that, we'll just solo it. I don't have a northern healer, so currently this is a little bit of a meme, but we'll just set Maul over here to take care of stuff. The next one says deploy 1 healer as a qualification to 3-star. Unfortunately, I cannot deploy 1 healer because I do not have 1 healer in the northern units. But I appreciate their enthusiasm. I haven't even gotten to ult with Maul yet. This is crazy. Oh, I can do it! Big Shark! 32k! Meager beginnings, but that's a big hit still. It's funny, the next one doesn't even mention deploying. It just says no one can die, which I think is the thing from this point onward. I can't ever lose units. It's just the stage has just changed also. So for this one, we're going to put Link's Maul here, Mari down, and the tank in the middle if I need to. May have to put a tank sooner than later. Let's find out. I think we're actually okay. I can put rocks right there. Oh, he doesn't technically see him then. Fascinating. Alright, we're going to have to maybe change our orientation a little bit here. Let's put Maul there. So far, all good. Don't forget, rocks can just die and come back at least once. You can see the Maul ult actually reaches super fucking far. So once they pass, like, about here, I could Maul ult right. Maul ult, Maul, come on, big, cross the line. I'm just waiting for them to cross the little threshold. I think I have to wait for them to be 1 foot past it. That should be good. And doink, big hit. Look at that. That's huge, isn't it? Yeah, Maul is super, super strong. So even in my shitty one, it's like he's a fucking freight train of damage. Since like timing and ults are so important in this game, like having someone like Maul will unironically carry you. You might actually be my first 60 unless you pull a legendary that is of substance. But I think we're probably done progressing there without a healer and starting to get hit. Let's see what we can claim. Nice. Get some energy and summons. That should wrap up our dailies, which is good, which means we could use the last of our celebration knives. There we go. We got our dust too. That's crazy. Okay, we have a bunch of dust now, and we could do a little bit of stuff. Also, there's a weekly here. Snag that and snag that. Let's put some skill crystals in the Maul. I think he'll be next, actually. Want to make him upgraded because, you know, big boy. All right, cool. That's some good upgrading. Hero training is also now complete, which gives us another 5-star food. So we're actually at 3 food now, so 2 more. We can make somebody 60. Couple Pantheon upgrades. Get yourself more passive healing. And we unlock this next set to give us a little bit more stuff and some gem. All right, I've got some summons to work with. Now the question then still becomes, like, am I just pulling off banner? Probably still. Could I work towards more Maul awakenings? Yes, but my luck was so bad at that I'm just going to bypass it. We're just going to go for the 2 times and hope for generic epics or the 1 in 100 for a legendary, which would be stupendous. But I'm not expecting to get another legendary. We've got our 2 and we're pretty happy with them. So any amount of anything would be blessed. But hoping just for epics that are useful, particularly fighters that are more generically usable. Some really good, strong, generic fighters. But we haven't seen purple in a while, so we're hoping to see some purple here. Purple would be good. Yeah, I'm not even sure what I would really want specifically. Like, of the fighters, I'm trying to think of, like, oh, is this the next summoning bracket? Ooh, gems. Very good. If we could somehow get to this, which I think we can. If we hit 1 epic or 2 epics, that's going to be huge, because that means we can make Maul 60 or Calypso 60 or something. So the list of fighters. If we were to look at all the fighters, we're not even going to talk about legendaries. We get Wrath for free soon. He's amazing. We get Ein for free soon. He's good too. The fighters we would want. Damon is very funny. He's a deployment rotation fighter, which is funny. Estrid has probably got to be the best. Or Elysia. Elysia is pretty crazy. Elijah, depending on how you pronounce her. She would be nuts. Estrid would be nuts. Deimos is really, really good for single target, but that's kind of where he stops. Those 3 would be the biggest ones, I would say. Yeah. And even getting Wrath early is fine, because multiple Wraths are good. But those would be the ones we'd want to get. Any of those would be very welcome. Hopefully. Oh, purple, here we go. Oh my god. Can you imagine? Another Assault. That's off banner, too. You absolute fuck what. I can't believe they're messing with me like this. That's an off banner. I'm not even on the Assault banner and I'm getting an Assault. I mean, she's still good, so it's fine. We'll awaken her. Which awakening is... Oh, this is her A1. A1's actually pretty good. Makes all her dots last an extra second, which might not sound like much, but that's like she's getting, 20% more damage, so... We welcome that. There you go. Assault A1, good. Okay, back we go to pulling. Hopefully we get more purple here. Purple, show me purple. No. And AoE Mage would also be pretty crazy. We talked about that, but either Fighter or AoE Mage would be the two things I think would be... Alright, looks like we get 2 more, maybe 3 more if we get another rare. Okay, 3 more. Oh yeah, we got some gems there. Purple. No. Cuck. Purple? No. Amelie. That's actually another pull, I think. Yep, more pull. Just keep daisy chaining these pulls together. And what do we get? No purple. Okay. It's a Barclay. Alright, let's give 10 another whirl with all of our proper units that we're talking about, which is really just bringing in rocks. We're going to take out, I think, an assault. I'm going to keep a tank in, but we're actually going to use rocks instead because he could stall the longest on the boss. I think that might be something that's useful. So we'll have him in, just doing like literally fucking no damage. It's kind of crazy. The Maul ult also does like no damage. I don't get it. Why am I doing just no damage? Like, their defense is that high? Like, what is even happening here? Yeah, I could barely get through any of their fucking life. I don't understand. Like, how they're so tanky, Well, it seems like we're at an impasse, so the best thing I could do is I'm gonna farm some gear in Gear Raid 3, and I'll come back later. Okay, our multi-battles are done. You can see the filter working with the thumbs up, so we just quick select the ones with no flat stats. We got all this great gear that has flat stats, and the crit strike ring, a healing effect ring for the healers, all this good stuff. And we're gonna level a bunch of it up and slap it on our people. Now, if you're being truly lazy, something you could do for these slots is you could pretty much, I wish it would be a lot easier if we actually had a way of quick leveling, but you level pretty much all of these things, and you could just quick equip people, and it's going to prioritize crit capping them, and the healers is going to prioritize healing effect and attack, basically. Which is not always the best stats, but at this level, it's quick equipping is totally fine. It'll just kind of do what they think is best. And that'll work your way through, that's a lot of fucking rage regen, work your way through gearing people a little bit easier who might be slacking in their gearing. We are trying to push our tournament. I think we have a blacksmith, a weaponing upgrade, or an upgrading tournament, yeah, currently active as well. And if we can get a little bit higher and we can pull a little bit more, maybe that will get us the extra 2 5-star food to bring our Maul to 60, because he's going to be our, I think, carry for Gear Raid 1. We don't have anybody else that is remotely strong enough to do AoE damage like Maul would be. So I think we're probably going to have to use him, but I don't even know if the Might of Maul is enough to, like, take care of the AoE clear, but we'll try our best. We did some more smithing, we did some more arena, and we have a little bit of shmoney, and we have a little bit of arena points also to spend. There's not much to spend these on at the moment, I would say, aside from just more dust. I don't need mithril, I don't need multi-battles, experience bonuses or whatever, because they're about to end. And eventually we'll be able to purchase this skin, but that's in Plat 1, and we don't even have the unit to purchase it on. So for now, we're just going to buy more epic dust, because that's kind of the most important thing for us. Let's get Maul a little bit more good, with a little bit more Abyssal Surge buff. One more to go there, then one more for his Salt Erosion. He's doing great. We can have a little bit of pulls here, not much, but I think 1.5. Could be an epic, could be an AoE mage, who knows. It's probably going to be bullshit. It's a Duradel, which is fine, because, we have 1 day and 15 hours left in this. We do have tomorrow, so we'll probably, honestly, maybe get this Legendary Skill Crystal if we can, but we'll definitely be able to get the 5-star Psychic. We're literally like 1 point off, so that's just happening. Okay, we got one more pull, and maybe it's an epic. Oh, it is. Oh my god, it is. Okay. And goddamn Nazim. How are we doing this? We're off the banner. We're not even on the fucking banner, but all we do is hit people on the banner. I also guess I messed up last time when I said Nasalt was off the banner, but it actually was Nazim on the banner. But either way, now we've got a Nazim despite him not being on the banner. This makes it so his Curse Blade inflicts curse, which prevents things from auto-attacking for 5 seconds. So, sure, legally does something, I guess, but also basically does nothing. We can star up our Aatrox if we wanted to right now. I think he'll be the person we're using next, so we'll star him up. We now have an additional fighter, although he's a very weird unit. We do have him. This also gets us our 2 extra chickens, which we're going to take happily. And we're going to use these to make our Maul, because Maul is our only AoE unit, and we need him as fit as a fiddle to do the best he can. Alternatively, our Lynx exists, but Lynx doesn't really help us for AoE outside of her ult. It's just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like it's enough to me to merit maxing her at the moment. I feel like Maul is just better because his ult is the one that hits the hardest, so yeah, let's make our Maul 60. Be happy about that. The promotions we need is 1 more Mythic, which we don't have, so we're not going to be able to get those, I don't think, for... Oh no, I can get them at 13. I guess I haven't tried to do 13 yet for Marksman. Well, I could give Marksman a try here, although I don't know how easy this is going to be. Who am I not placing? I'm not placing Livian, so I don't need her. I didn't know this started with just people here. But we'll give this a whirl. So you and you. And they should take care of those quite handily. This actually sucks a little bit, because I do need to have a healer. I could have Maul go down like this. And if I do that, he'll be able to hit all the lanes across. But I do have to now put a healer across there. Put Idril there, maybe. We put Theowen in the back. We could put Nasande backwards and use Theowen as like a last-ditch effort to hold on to things. It looks like Maul's hitting decently hard at the moment. If something squeaks through, I guess we could put Mari in the back. This looks like it's going to be no problem, though. Well, I even need to ult with Maul. I guess I could do it there. Boom. I saw an 80k on the Maul hit. Well, that's pretty exciting. I wish I could hit that hard on Gear Raid 1. Let's wait 1 second for little Fox Girl, and boom, there's the AoE. No problems at all. Alright, that was so easy to clear. Probably can go 1 higher at least. Maybe get that promotion, that mythic. Let's put Theowen in the back, and we'll put Idril in the back. Then I might have to Idril ult tactically. But this should be okay. God, my Calypso just hits so hard when she's got the stone seals going. Yeah, see, he's going to walk on through unless Lynx can get her. Okay, this should get all of them right here. Boink. Good shark. 6 more, huh? Okay, we're going to wait and see for the Idril ult, but I think we'll be okay. I'm just going to have to... Yeah, a couple more seconds on the Lynx ult. And they're all within range. Boom, Lynx ult. And Idril ult. That's all she wrote. Easy peasy. Alright, that's my limit. I won't be able to do 1 higher. So I could farm whatever the fuck this is. If I were to try to attempt to get the Mythic Extract, the red material. I obviously didn't get it there, but that's now on the table. And that's 15. No, that was, yeah, I just did 15. So the next 2 are pretty big step ups, okay? And those are the ones, eventually you get to, oh, what is that, 17? And I think you have to use 17 to unlock 18, but it lets you get all the materials, so it's pretty cool we got that far at the very least. I'm proud of us. I can quickly get my Theowen upgrade if I wanted to. To upgrade the camp, they want me to do Siege N715, which we just haven't worked past, so we're gonna take a beat here and do that. Of these units, we're actually gonna pull out, I think, Theowen, put in Maul, just because Idril has better reach and more flexibility. Okay, we're at the final stage of 7. We're about to see a big boss of some sort. Tentacle Man. The fate of death awaits. I actually don't know what to expect here. Looks like it's mostly invisibility based. So if I put you there, good. And then I think I could probably just put links up and then Lily across. That might cover it. Oh god. She just doesn't heal a whole lot, does she? Huh. I'm not sure what's being attacked by the boss. Is it the last place unit? Most bosses like these mechanics work when they attack the last placed unit. Let's see if that's the case. It looks like it is, in which case I could probably put rocks there. And that's just good enough. I think this team could probably just hold the line here. Alternatively, I could place like a maul across like this to take care of breaking people out. But I could probably just do the same there. And it would take care of it. I kind of want to pull... Maybe not. Alright, we'll just see if this works. This might work. I don't want to rock the boat necessarily if things are working, you know? Because they should be able to kill the boss pretty handily. I'm waiting to see if the boss is going to do something so I can ult with Nasande to do a big heal. But it looks like he's just sitting... Oh, there we go. We'll do that. That looks to be the big heal moment. Okay. Can I kill the boss in time? I can. Alright, so the boss is dead. I feel like most of the pressure's off. And if that's the case, probably could put Maul there, and then Idril there on the sides. They should work as supplemental damage. I was going to say, unless we get some range units, Maul and Idril should be left alone. But it looks like it's mostly the invisible slime guys, which are super easy to kill. Oh, here comes the big boys, the squigglers. Maul ult should take care of these. Boom, 80 fucking K. Dude, Maul ult is wild. And I'm still missing a skill up into that, which is the craziest part. Okay, Idril, have fun. Kill one of them with an ult and half another. Boom, big shark. Well, that was easy. Handily done. I'm not sure what I unlocked for completing N7, normal 7, but we're going to find out. Okay, so we get some diamonds. That's nice. N8 does have a divine locked behind it. And it looks to be a new level of experience from the dungeon. I remember this formatting, though. These are the guys that, if they reach these whirlpools, they get super fucking yoked. So I don't want that to happen. So we're going to put... I think I need ground units. We'll put Livian there. She could probably just solo that. Yep, so when they throw themselves into the sea, they get super strong. Yeah, with the blessing, I feel like Livian can just solo stuff up there. Her self-heal is kind of enough. Oh, looks like one... Nope, never mind. Livian got him. I was going to say one... Oh no, one did get through. There it is. Holy shit, Idril, please. Oh my god. I didn't realize I could walk through that area right there. I almost just stuck right by. Well, we got a couple more shards, so we'll pull them here. We're pulling for the 2 times as is tradition. Hoping to see purple, but just getting screefed instead. Forever screefing. Purple, purple. No purple. Glenn. One more pull. And nothing. So if we let these guys walk through, I can show you how much harder they hit. It's typically substantially harder, but it looks like these guys don't hit that hard. Maybe just let them through then. Or I try, but I don't go crazy. Nice. That's some fucking good AoE right there. The Maul Lynx combo. Only that worked on Gear Raid 1, but it doesn't for some reason. Okay, well there's a new experience right unlocked. That's pretty huge in general. Oh, it looks like I unlocked Immortal Codex by doing something. Okay, I don't think I can make a remote dent in this, but here's the Immortal Codex. It's an area in which you could rotating kind of challenges and you spend the currency in the shop. I don't even know if I can get the bottom one. Lord Sticks would be the closest. I don't want to... Oh, they want me to challenge my way up. I mean, this one's based off of ground units. I don't have any fucking ground units. It's gonna be impossible. Is there one platform? Alright, I got one platform. Amazing. I don't even know how difficult this is. Yeah, this is just... I don't really have a ground unit oriented team here. I'd have to put in Decimus and Gluttony to make this happen. But yeah, the second one, Lord Sticks, I could probably do. Calypso is actually one of the best units in the game for doing it, since it's about multi-hitting. And Idril's probably pretty okay too. But yeah, the ground unit one, I don't... they want from me. It's like shit tier fighters at the moment. I have to actually do the tutorial of this. I won't be able to even get to the ability to fight the other codex. But if we could get the lowest, even the lowest ranking, because it's based off of like a triple S is the best, and then like F is the lowest, even the lowest ranking, I think lets us have enough points to purchase one Ancient, which would be great if we can get that. This first step of the tutorial is going to be hard enough as is without having like Aatrox or Gluttony active. Alright, can I even do the second one? Oh, I have to work my way up. Okay, well that I could maybe do. So Calypso's in, Idril's in, Lynx is in, Theowin, I guess. And then I might need a healer, so we have Lily. I guess Ball. Says he's not wearing enough gear, but he doesn't have weapons. Alright, looks like I need to bring tanks. So, lesson learned. Looks a little bit challenging, but this is actually where Maul's great. Like, his ult just really wrecks a lot of stuff. So that's a guy that requires multiple hits to be able to burst through. So I gotta break through 20 hits on the shield there. Alright, so my Rox is technically dead. Does he heal back? He does not. Okay, so that's not possible either. So the Codex is just not... I gotta wait till I get probably my guys to 60 first before I can start dipping my dick into that.